Here we go. Here we go. Oh, getting good at this. Hey, being a helicopter pilot ain't that bad. Hey, Instagram, it's me. T from the Pattersons taking the train to Tibet. Out here with the birdies, avoiding the birdies as I land my helicopter. It's a it's a grand rising report, and we're in blue light. So shout out to Blue Light Brigade. Oh yeah, Blue Light Brigade. Oh yeah, we got to get out. Look, I only did my. I couldn't do everything right now. Okay, I was futzing around and then I laid on my back. Then, oh yeah, let me tell you what happens. Okay, I think I woke up about 2 o'clock, somewhere around there. Started futzing around. Then before I know it was 3 o'clock. I said, oh, and so I lit my blue candle. Lit my blue candle. Yeah, I mean, I lit it, but it's only my blue candle is only for between 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock. So whenever I'm doing my creative work. Anyway, so I was gonna finish up my not finish up, but do another draft on the latest Kosaba I'm working on, my latest poem here, like that. See that one here? But I said, oh no, there's something happened yesterday, because when I posted last night, talking about what I was posting, and I was posting my other, this one, the Kosaba, this one, the triumphant one. I realized because what I do is first I write them out on here and I make some corrections, and then I put them into my journal. Well, actually, first I put it in the notes in my phone. That makes all the spell corrects. Did I tell you I started writing poetry because I was a bad speller, and now I guess I still be a bad speller because it got spell correct and all the rest of that stuff, and that's not a good thing. Anyway, so I, then I put that, then, I put the thing in here, right? But then this poem here that I'm working on now is not put in yet because until I finish this, then I can't put the, you see, I have a process, I have to respect the process. So Blue Light Brigade, I'm giving you instructions like just relax. Well, I don't see you don't have to take my instructions, I'm just telling you what's happening. And then I write it in the book, right? And then I got this thing. I'll show you in a little while. I'll show you. Well, yeah. Let me turn this around now. Let me turn this around now so you can see. Let me see. Because then, I better turn the other light on. Wait a second, because it's not. I got my sexy light on now for this. But I better read this. Hold on a second. Hold on. Turn this up. Right on here. Now I can turn this around. See, because I made some not mistakes, but I did something when I write it in this thing. I had gotten this thing. Anyway, I use these color pens and like that. But I got to my stationery store, and they both were made by mistake. I got it by mistake. It doesn't matter, not mistake. It's the way things should happen. And so then I write the poem. Kosaba is a 49-word poem. It's a short form. It's seven words for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's seven words to a line, and no word more than 7 letters. Like Clarion hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yes, it's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So no word is more than 7 letters in that 17. So it's a 49-word poem. Now, so I've been writing the Kosabas. When I came to India last year. I started, doing it on a regular, the weekly, because there was an open mic, whatever, over at Arches Cafe, but they haven't opened it back up. Then I got here and I started doing it anyway. Now, and it's a form, But what I like about the form, it's like all poetry forms. I write it, and I keep on improving it. So I had written it here. I had written this one here, but then I realized, so I was using the color stuff. When I say the captain. That's for Ibn Traore. That's the guy from Burkina Faso. He wears the red beret, right? Then I had this one. Should I turn the other thing? No, I won't show it to you. Then I had our colonel right? But I had put him in brown, right? But the red guy in the brown is the one from Mali that wears the brown one, and my guy, Gotza, he wears the green beret, but he's from Mali, right? And I would say Gotza's from Niger, right? So he wears the green beret, and the guy from and I'm getting everything mixed up. The guy from Nigeria with the brown beret, and I had this one in brown and this one in green. Says, oh man, let me change that. So I just put another one. In other words, oh man, I gotta show you the whole thing because I gotta be complete with you guys. I don't want you to be whatever. See, this was the draft before. See how we have the thing, the da da da. So then So then I said, oh, let me make that correction. And while I'm making the correction, I made some other revisions. Let's put it that way. So now this is the final one. Now what this means is that I now can take this and put it and retire it. Put it away, and then it'll exist there. Anyway, so I'm happy that I got this now. But since we got this, let me come on, Blue Light Brigade, follow me on this. Let me break this down for you. I always start with the color now with black as the top, as the headline, whatever the headline, the name of the Quintzaba, right? Then this one's called. Then then it's a subtitle. This is a leadership Quintzaba. Talk about leadership, right? Quintzaba. The form was invented by the progenitor of the form is Eugene B. Redmond over there in East St. Louis, wherever that is. Where is it? Illinois, Missouri, wherever it is, right? Yeah, I guess East St. Louis is in Illinois, right? But it's right across from St. Louis, which is in Missouri. Or what is it, Missouri? I don't know, man. I've been there. You'd think I'd remember. Got the arts, but it doesn't matter. So now I got it right. Because this is the red beret, the green beret, and the brown beret. Now, this is important because he's the captain. When I wrote this, Gotza was a colonel, but lately I guess he promoted himself to general, and then the guy from Mali was a general. So it's almost like I was going up the ranks, right? But I think here's my problem. I'm sorry, but my guy who I gravitate towards Gotza. He's the one with the beard and whatever, and he's making arms and he's all kinds of stuff, and I gravitate towards him because to me. He's like, he was the second guy. Look, here's the thing. My problem is when he promoted himself to general, they promoted him to general. How could he be general? I think that's a bad move. Why? Because when we started this thing, we started this thing, and we got to, until we get to the end, then we need to stay at our thing. We don't need to be, see, for me, like a promotion is a celebration. You see what I'm saying? I love when the captain, when Ibrahim, I'm messing up. Yeah, well, yeah. My commander-in-chief, Commander Ibrahim, didn't promote himself to president. He said, "I'm a captain. I'm a military. I'm a captain. This is why I be like that." That was very, very smart, right? Now, when this whole thing becomes not over, but when it becomes to a certain level, then for me he can become something else, or he becomes something like maybe he would be the head of all of Africa as far as whatever he wants to be. He can do whatever he wants to do. But that's a celebration time. It's like what it's like. It's like when I was in South Africa when they had the World Cup there in 2010, whenever it was, right? And South Africa team, they won their first match or whatever. They were celebrating I said, hey, brothers, I think it's a little bit, don't be celebrating. I know in American football they celebrate every touchdown or whatever. But no, man, the whole team, no, you don't celebrate until the Super Bowl. I'm not saying you don't celebrate your touchdown because that becomes staple now. We had these little dances, right? But if you have a victory, you don't celebrate until you get to the finals and you do your division and your whatever. That's when you can start celebrating. But you don't celebrate until you have a clear victory. Let's put it that way. And for me, our colonel, he's got little skirmishes or whatever, but he hasn't. Oh, well, he's general now. He hasn't had clear victory, so he has no reason to celebrate. So it's concerning to me. But let me do with the poem. So the captain, our colonel, the general. This D here is for me. It's a special personal day because I'm of the Gullah Geechee, that's in my great grandfather was Gullah Geechee, so I use D instead of the, whatever. I use whatever. I should have said leg captain because it's French, but I didn't want to do it that way. I should have did it that way. You see, now, that's the thing. I could revise it again, but no, I start like that. Again, that might be le capitan, or le capitan. Then the would be no way. So our captain, our colonel, the general, them. So semicolon, them. Okay, it's like that's how you use a semicolon. Next line. One for as our all. Like that whole Three Musketeers, which is written by a black guy. Just want to say, Alexander Dumas, black guy. And his father was like a revolutionary man. Whoa! Never mind. Forget that part. One for us all. One for our all. Because remember the saying is one all for one and one for all. So that's a riff on that. One for as our all. All is in black. No, all is in yeah. Is many. Okay, so it makes sense to you if it's poetry, right? The next line, epic, clarion clear. The clarion is like a call, like the clarion call. Clarion, it's a clear call, and an epic clear call is what is being said right there. Be their appointed example. Now, what they're doing is they're paving the way. They're the tip of the spear. They're the examples of how we should come together. I don't like to use the word revolution because revolution, you can have counter revolutions. I don't think you're on a hamster wheel, but this moment, what it says, they're not just doing stuff and saying, they're not talking blah 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 blah. They're giving pointed examples. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. And they're not waiting around and having some sort of meeting with I guess they do meet, but you know what I'm talking about, with their little camera. No, all three of them are moving, boom. They're moving, boom, 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 boom. The tip of the point, the tip of the spear, right? No, this history right now, an epoch liberté, this history that was happening, the nowist, I'm a nowist anyway, an epoch liberté, an epic liberty, an epic freedom way. No, this history is an epic freedom way of an epic. I'm sorry, epic. I confused epic. The epoch is a time period. So this time period, this history, this time period, an epic freedom way. Okay. Final. This is very important. Mental, muscle meaning physical, spirit meaning spirit. So we're free. This epic epoch liberté way is how we are. The way is that we're freeing ourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually from the chains that have been shackled on us since with the old, what do you call them people, the colonizers, right? Chains now broken. We are breaking these chains. They're now broken. They're now broken. They've been broken now. These three cats, they made sure it's broken. It's up to us to make sure they stay broken or to continue to smash them. You know that movie, The Harder They Come? Yeah, The Harder They Come. The one with that was a Netflix thing with when Idris Elba and was good when they had him in a train. And he was, they got him out that safe that he was in, and then they took the chains off of him. To me, one of the most poignant things in that movie was that the chains are laid at his feet, and what he does, he kicks the chains. He kicks them out the way. So it's not enough for us to break the chains. We got to kick the chains off our path so they can never be brought back to us again. Okay. Onward, kick it, and we go onward to reason. We can go onward with some logic, with some reason, right? Reason now spoken to exist. Onward to our new existence that we have spoken. We have spoken it. You see, we meaning the fighters, all of us, we have spoken into existence our freedom. The breaking of our chains, we have now spoken. We have physically, we have mentally. Because it was first mental, there's then it's physical. Now it's spiritual. We are broken down into this new existence. Soldier, like you, we battle. Now here's interesting. Soldier. Now we got the general up top again, right? Now the general, the generals had an army. So I'm saying that's the generals. It's the brown again. Brown again. The red, like you, the captain, we battle. This time, that's in green. That's the thing. You see? Then it's about, and then it's for the three of them, Ibn Turay, Simikota, and Abdul whatever, Tiktani. That's his name. But interesting enough, with these colors, then I can do certain stuff. The captain, Liberté, mental, like you. There's Clarion called, as an example, this epoch now broken, now spoken. You know, if you do the colors, our colonel pointed muscle onward to exist this time. You see, you can use with this. What I've done with these colors, you know, it's art now because I forgot to tell you, it comes from. See, remember I wrote it's a poem, you know, and a poem is also a song, but this book also has fine art, right? But it's the fine arts is the inspiration for the fine arts. I'm not really in the book. Let me put it this way. This is an extension of the book, so this is a fine art piece. So okay, so you got all that stuff. Woo! Back in the helicopter. Wait a second. I gotta land. I gotta land again. Right. I gotta put over there. Right there. Get my passport there. Okay, like that. Okay. So that's what I've been doing. That's what's been happening. Woo, boy. And then sunrise. Did it hit yet? I think it hit. It's about to hit pretty soon. Anyway, I only did a little bit of my exercises, but I go for my treatment this day, you know, and my treatment involves, you know, some massage, and it's this hot oil thing that it's like an inside of it's a whole process. I got to get my whole system, my whole sciatic nervous system is being addressed through my muscle and through my tendons, right? Because they're like tight, you know, my hips and all that stuff. That's what's got to be done. But you see, when I was in Thailand and I took you have several classes, but I took a class in reflexology, which is the only thing and they do reflexology on me too. But I realized what they say about that, like Thai massage is like it's for people, for lazy people who don't want to do, was it yoga or something like that? It's a lazy man's yoga. That's what they said. That's when I was in Thailand. That was years ago. So I don't know what they're saying now. Hey, roosters crowing. I think. Hey, it's probably. I can't tell because I when I was talking to you and talking about the poem, I did hear whatever it is. So anyway, Blue Light Brigade. Just let you know, I'm on the case. We all need to be on the case. Now, about this poem, look, here's what I'm saying right now. Right now, we have this whole move for not only reparations. Let me land my helicopter just a little bit more. I got to frame it. Look, all us, you know, poets, songwriters, fine artists, we should right now, our job, because the soldiers are the soldiers. I think, hey, sunrise. What should happen? We all, right now, should be, even you commentators, comedians, whatever you all want to, whoever is out there, right? We should all be focused on reparations. 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 I said it 3 times, it better happen. And then everything you do, it's about the battle for reparations, the battle for unity. That's how you put it in the zeitgeist, the ether, you know, and that's how it happens. Everybody, each and every one, we who believe in freedom, in liberté, cannot rest. And if you are dedicated to this, I'm not. Okay, so now I mentioned the politics. Forget. That's what you do. Even the politicians, you know, the politicians who are the right ones, like that. You so-called leaders or whatever you are, you know, don't be trying to obfuscate. You know, don't try to cloud and muddy the waters. You know, talk about, oh no, we need to work with this. Oh, we need to do that. No, we're in battle. We in battle. You know, and don't come with your. I'm not gonna. I don't want to mention any names because I'm a devotee, I'm a denizen of Mr. Neely Fuller Jr. And he says we can't call anybody out their names, we can't call them what they, we don't point fingers, we do what we do. See, got me, Blue Light Brigade? We do what we do, no matter what they doing what they do, we do what we do. If we stay on point, we will be, and like that, we will be the example. You think Commander Ibrahim is paying attention to what people are saying about him, against him, whatever? No, he said, hey, we got stuff to do. We got to build this road. We got to, farm this land. We got to feed our troops. We got to, and Gota, Colonel now General, he said, gotta make these arms. The general said, hey, we got to get the communications lines going. They're doing what they're supposed to do. They're not. And when people say, France says, or somebody says, you can't do that, you can't do that. They say, in one ear, out the other, because we doing what we do. So there we go. Do what you do. Talk to y'all later.